Test, 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 test. Okay.
No remarks?
Very cute. You need to get going soon.
I'm ready.
Okay.
What time is it?
6:40.
Shit. I gotta get going.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I can walk there in 20 minutes, so hopefully I can streetcar there in 20 minutes.
Yeah, you'll be okay.
Okay. Love you.
I love you too. You look very cute.
Oh, no, I'm not doing the flap.
No flap.
No flap tonight. Okay, I'm going. Can I steal your nibby after the night?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, how are you doing tonight, guys? Let me know if you can hear me all right, if I need to turn the volume up or anything. And yeah, we'll get started in a couple minutes. Some of you already sent your videos in. So I'm gonna answer your filmmaking questions, like anything you just want to talk about tonight. A lot of people like send me DMs, so this is a good place to kind of just, if you're gonna DM me a question, let's ask it here, let's talk about it. And then after that, we're gonna get into reacting to some of your edits. And you can just send those to peterwatchmysportsvideo@gmail.com. The email's in the chat, so you can send it there. A few of you have already sent your edits in, and we're gonna get to those. And yeah, don't worry. I see someone in the chat already said they sent their video in, and they might be asleep when we get to it. Don't even stress, because I'm probably gonna end up cutting a video out of these. Anyone rolling in from Instagram, welcome. Oh, someone says congrats on 22,222 subs. Thank you. That's a very funny milestone to hit right off the bat. See y'all at 33,333. Yeah, if you got any questions, like, hit me. Let's get into this. And if I don't get any questions in the next, like, I don't know, 3 minutes, then we can just get into reacting to some videos. Also, just let me know what you guys are up to tonight. I've thought about, like, going and doing something earlier tonight, and it's so snowy in Toronto right now. There's no chance I was going anywhere. Thank you so much for watching my last video, making a vid on it. Question for you: do you ever use Super 35 mode? Yeah, so like I guess the FX30 is just Super 35 mode all the time, and I love using that camera. So yes, I guess the answer is yeah. And I find like I do punch in sometimes if I'm using like the A7 IV of a 78-200 just for the reach, obviously not in low light or anything. But yeah, Super 35 mode is useful. You just need to make sure you have enough light for it, and like obviously it's not as good in low light as full frame. But besides that, what do you think of the U20 Internationals from Jack Flower? What are the U20 Internationals? Like, what sport's that referring to? Is that like World Juniors of hockey? Because if that's what you're talking about, then I actually missed that. Matthew just emailed mine. Okay, sweet. How many submissions do we have here right now? We got, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we got 5 submissions. Okay, I think we just get into this then. Yeah, World Juniors. Okay, no, I missed the World Juniors. Oh, okay, we'll get into the first edit in a second. TJ, ever messed around with Blackmagic? I've like edited Blackmagic footage, but I haven't like shot with a Blackmagic camera. I've never owned one. I just like started with Canon when like I was like a beginner, and then I just transitioned to Sony like right after that, and have just been building up in the Sony ecosystem. So I've never really jumped away. But I have a video coming out. I think the video is it might be a members only video right now, which you can watch if you join the channel as a member. But it's a video that's coming out in a couple of weeks, and I think I might talk about this, or maybe it already came out. I can't remember. There's a little bit of a backlog of videos in the channel, but I talk about like possibly messing around with other cameras and things of that nature. It's Olux emailed mine. Awesome. Can't wait to check yours out. And do you have any experience using the Sigma 120 to 300 f2.8? No, I don't. Do we want to look that lens up? Because I don't even. Is that for Sony? Here, let's check this out. Sigma 100, 120 to 300. Is this Sony? What is this? Let's see here. It's expensive. Not surprised. Canon and Nikon. No, that's why I haven't used it, because it's Canon and Nikon. Yeah, look at this. That's pricey, but wow, what a lens that would be. That would be awesome for sports. They got to make this for Sony. I would definitely hop on that. Oh, that'd be such a ding to my wallet. How do you like the Sony 7200 f4 versus the f2.8 from Matthew Leonardo? Like, I don't own the f2.8, but I've shot on it a bit, and I've shot a lot on the f4, like the first one, and obviously now the new one, like the macro. And I like them both, honestly. Like, they're both really good lenses. Obviously, the f2.8 is really good, but I talked about it in like the filmmaking hot takes video I did on the channel last week, I believe it was, about how f2.8 lenses are like good and sometimes they're useful, and especially for photography, they're super useful. But I don't find they're necessarily like necessary for video. So, yeah, like I like the f4 a lot, especially the new f4 macro. That one's really, really nice. Like, you'd be surprised how often the macro capabilities come in handy for like shooting details on a jersey or something when you're in the field. And it's also really small, so it's easy for me to throw in my camera bag. So I've been like loving the new 7200 f4 macro from Sony. Like, that's probably like my second favorite lens right now, because I'm already getting a warning about my camera overheating. Hopefully that doesn't become a problem. Yeah, that 7200 f4 macro from Sony is probably my second favorite lens right now. Okay. Oh, we got what's up from Collier, a channel member. What's going on, man? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. I think we get into some edits. Let's react to some edits. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going right now. Let's start with the first one. So MC Productions. Max Cruz Productions. Let's see what this is. Let me turn off this background music and we'll get to it. All right, let's do this. Dolphin Hoops Classic, Game 1 versus Wicksburg. Let's get it. Okay, it's big like documentary vibe. Oh, I gotta transition this. There we go. Sorry, guys. Let me restart this. My bad, guys. I forgot to actually transition that to the screen. Here we go. Yeah, I like the fly on the wall type of look. Big documentary vibes. Okay, now we're into it. Cool, cool. The footage looks clean. I like it. I also like the music. It's kind of catchy. Cool. I like the change of angle to the other side of the court. I was kind of waiting for that. I found there was a lot of stuff from the one side of the court, and you switched it now, which is good. Yeah, all the stuff like this, like the behind the scenes stuff that seems like almost documentary-esque, guys talking to the camera. I like that. That's good. All right. Let me know what you thought about that in the chat, guys. Oh, let's go back. Let me get back to this video so we can work through it a little. There we go. All right, let's go through this. Yeah, let me know in the chat what you guys thought about this video. I thought this was cool. This like bit at the start here, especially with like the location at the bottom and just the fly on the wall type of footage, was pretty cool. Just to like, give you like a look in the locker room. You don't usually get that all the time. And I thought your game footage looked really clean. Obviously, it's disappointing that there's not a lot of people in the stands. Like there's a little here, but like when you like pan up at the ball, the stands are pretty empty, which is like not ideal, obviously. But like you can't control that. So whatever. Did my camera just die? I knew this was gonna happen. Well, you guys can still hear me right now, so I'm gonna mute myself. Let me swap my battery. That's super, super annoying, and then we'll get back to it. Okay, I think we're back. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. And if we're all good, then we can get back to reacting to Max's video there. That is frustrating. I think we're gonna be okay right now. Someone in the chat actually said to put the camera out in the snow, and I did open the window next to my desk to bring the winter air in to hopefully cool it down. Echo. Shoot. Okay. Let me fix that. Okay. Good. Yes. No. Sorry for the technical issues, guys. Let me know if it's fixed now. How do we feel? Lovely. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate your patience. This is only the second live stream, so we're getting there. All good. You saved me with tech issues like 100 times. Yes, I appreciate that, man. Okay. I'm gonna try playing. I'm just gonna play the video that from Max's video to like make sure the audio actually works. And I'm gonna like play it, but also keep an eye on the chat, and then just give me like a thumbs up if it actually works, and then we'll get into reacting to it. Okay, can you hear that? Yes or no? We did it. Okay. Let's get to it. Thank you everyone for your patience. I hope there's no more technical issues. How far did we get? Do we have to rewatch Max's video from the start? I was gonna go from the start, and we'll make it work as we go. Okay. Good now? Sorry, guys. This is brutal. John. Okay. A little frustrating. We're going to get it, guys. Okay. Now, hopefully, let's do this. There's really no video audio again? Do you have it so your desktop audio and mic audio work too? Like it's not the primary? Yeah, like I'm running. Hmm. Yeah, like I'm running the audio from this microphone and from my desktop into a mixer, and it should be mixing, and it's just really annoying that it's not working. Because we're sitting here and doing literally nothing.
How many times?
That seemed like it worked. Are you guys hearing anything? I may just go off. Maybe a scene thing. I may just go off of this for a bit if it's echo again. Jesus. Might need to mute monitoring your mic on OBS. Yeah. That's what I'm using. That works. And if I play, do I get a signal in OBS? No. All right, guys. I'm going off for like 10 minutes. Go get a coffee or a drink of water or something. I'm going to figure this out, then we're going to come back on. Really sorry about this.
said it's love regardless.
Okay, guys, I'm going to try this one more time for those who have stuck around, and I appreciate those who have stuck around through the technical issues. And if we don't get it working, then I'm going to call it a night, figure this out, and I'll come back hopefully sooner rather than later with another live stream where we do this better. So let's try watching Max's video.
Family on three. 1, 2, 3, family. Come on, come on, come on. Hey, coach, come on. Champs are here.
Okay, coach.
Champs are here. Hey, the champs are here. Hey, man, how you doing? Hey.
Yeah, I've been trying, I've been asking why we call the loudest. If we were never lost, then we would never know we found this. I put no wish in no fountains. I just remember the mountains. Moving when we were surrounded. How many times he found us? He said it's love regardless. He will work it all together like he promised. If I don't get it, Lord, please help me recall this. And now I can barely count all of these miracles. Yeah, I cannot be stuck where we didn't go. Yeah, I just count on you and be like 1, 4, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, I'm wildin'. If I can keep on counting all these miracles. Yeah, if I start to slip, help me remember though. Yeah, they say only do it, yeah, he did it though. He did it though. And I'm feeling though, the feeling goes. Till I know I'm just holding to the miracle. Anxiety been trying me, I'm praying for it. I just hope that God been hearing what I'm saying to him. Know you acting like I'm perfect, I'm a star, man. Ain't got nothing figured out, I'm trusting God's plan. See my marriage, show the rock, hit the bottom, then it drop, cousin like this.
The champs are here. Hey, the champs are here.
I can barely count all of these.
All right. So first off, before we get into breaking down that video, did everybody hear that video? Like, did we all hear it? Did it sound good? Are we working? You fixed it. Oh, thank God. Okay, good. So now let's actually talk about the video itself. Okay. Lovely. Thank you guys. Much appreciated. So let me know what you thought about the video. I thought that was a lot of fun. The start was like a cool documentary vibe. I liked the kind of like behind the scenes type of look. The stuff in the locker room was really good. I found during the game, like the footage looked good. It was obviously disappointing that the stands were empty. You can't do anything about that, but whatever. But yeah, the song choice was sick. I like that. It was super catchy. I was definitely vibing to it. Obviously, this is like, it's 2 minutes and it's on YouTube, so that's fine. But I think this is nice because you have enough footage here that you can also cut it down for like 45 seconds or a minute and put it on Instagram as well to tease back to the YouTube video. And like that speaks to how much footage you captured. I did find that like all the footage or a lot of the footage was just filmed from like this angle right here, and you kind of stayed here for a long time, and then you went to like one more angle on the other side, like over here, and those are kind of the two angles you filmed from. And you know, it would have been nice to maybe go into those stands because there was space in there and they were empty, and film some high angle stuff and film some stuff from behind the benches. Just get a couple different angles since you have so much access in this venue. But that's not really like it'd be nicer, but it's not like the biggest deal ever. But I thought this looked really good. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought about this song, and let's move on to the next one. All right, what do we have next here? We got a bunch of videos. Okay, let's do Will Collier for Livestream rotoscope football video. Yeah, I like that. Let's do it. How do I send mine to you? Oh, let me send it in the chat right now. If you don't have the email address, you can send your edit to Peter Watch My Sports Video at gmail.com. Don't tell me it went away. Don't tell me the audio stopped. I don't want to hear that. Oh my god, okay, it's because this video's next. Oh, you guys give me a heart attack over here. Okay. Here, let me load this video up and then we'll get to it. Oh man, I'm sure your video's fine. Why? Yeah, come on. Your video's gonna be fine. Don't worry about that. All right, here we go. Let's get it.
People who live in the South Memphis neighborhood didn't want to go on camera, but say last night they heard several gunshots and then one of the shooting victims on this front porch yelling for someone to call 911. Now those who know the victims...
I like the audio to start. The news clip stuff, that's fun.
Ain't no fake.
No way, Jose.
Big high.
Yo, Collier.
Ayy, I hit the block and them get paid 392 and you know that black. Hundreds on shop, no I ain't lag. I pull the Drake, I'm on backpack. Blew out the Cali with missing in action. They sent a few shots and he couldn't even clap back. Just need to quit out there capping before a little nine get put on the snapback. Switch on the Glock, had to add me a fit. Rip on the AI, came with some. You say you want smoke, come get up with me. I drop in the block, now they hate in my seat. Internet, me and they mention I put the in a feeling. Hang out the rule at the top.
Cool, I like the visor transition.
He got hit from a distance. Running this spot with the Mac 10. And you know I ain't doing no leg. Straight to it, fade, leaving flat like a pallet. Twin choppers on me when I'm ready for steady. I'm off the drug, I ain't doing no adding. My uncle be crip, so you know I'm cracking. I dumped the Glock, so I'm knowing what happened. Got 41 shots, slam his head like a man. Lots of few for money, I'm adding. Don't nut in the cat, get nasty. Chasing him money.
Okay, cool. You got those visor transitions on lock. There were a couple of them in the video. It was a cool start. You definitely like worked in your effects here.
Yelling for someone to call 911.
I like the effect you got here where the guy's like, you bring in the first frame of the video. You bring in the first frame of the next video, like before the video starts. That was kind of cool.
Yelling for someone to
And then you had that little like shake on to like bring the frame in, to like bring the next frame in,
call
which I thought was
911.
cool.
Now those who
I loved your audio choice at the start, like the news report thing. That is so just fun and different, and it definitely drew me in off the start. I say this like every single time I see a video that's over a minute cut for vertical. But if you can get your vertical videos to like under a minute, preferably like under 45 seconds, guys, that is, in my opinion, a really good way to go about it, just because then you don't get that like watch more prompt on Instagram. But yeah, the zoom ins here and the rotoscoping, like you went all out on it for sure. You got like the Syracuse thing here. You had a couple of visors. You had like a zoom into the visor, a zoom out to the visor. That was all cool. Then you got like the ball duplicating thing that happened like right over here. So I can tell you all. How long did it take you? I know you're in the chat right now. How long did it take you to edit this? Yeah, because I liked it. I thought it was fun. I would say just cut it down a little bit. If you want, you can slap a bunch of motion blur on this, like on your zooms in and out. Just like use the transform effect and crank that motion blur. But man, like this is cool. I like it. You're like the editing on it. You definitely went hard. Yeah, 3 days. Okay, that makes sense that it took 3 days because like it looks like it took 3 days. No, that's cool though. Thank you for submitting, man. I appreciate it. All right, let's get to another one here since we're up and running now. Oh, we got a bunch of them. React to my demo reel on your live stream. Nick Fung, let's do it. Hey, my guy, I'm tuned into the live stream right now. Would love to get your thoughts and feedback on my demo reel. Here's the Vimeo link or the WeTransfer link. Appreciate you always. Keep doing your thing. Let's get it. Oh, I forgot to add sound effects from Collier. Yeah, don't worry about it, man. If after 3 days, you gotta just move on to the next project. I get it. I'm gonna load up Nick Fung's demo reel here, and we're gonna give that a watch in just a second. Also, I know we talked about my camera overheating before. It's not overheating anymore. I'm still getting like the little prompt that it might, which makes me a little nervous. But man, I've got the window open here. It's so cold right now. I want to go put a jacket on or something. Hopefully it keeps the camera good though. All right, this is Nick Fung's 2023 demo reel. Let's get it.
Oh, yeah, Hulk Hogan, I remember one specific one, yeah. You promised that Elizabeth would never be in a dangerous position. Come in and make that critical save.
This is such cool audio to start. This is so good, man. All these visuals are so clean. This is so clean, man. I love the mix of like fast shutter and then like slow shutter and like footage with lots of motion blur and how you cut between those, man. Oh. And the sound design. Oh. Oh, that's so good. I love that. Yeah, man, you're saying it best. The impacts are so on point, and the sound effects, they're so tough. Why am I transitioning back here? No, we gotta watch that again. Let's bring this back. We're gonna scrub through this. Nick, drop your Instagram in in the chat so everyone can talk to you and go check out your work. Man, you deserve to get your work checked out after that. That was so clean. Oh my god. Like I loved how there was like foot clips, and like I think people in the chat made a lot of good points. I loved how there's clips like this where you have lots of motion blur and you cut them really quickly in with clips like this where there's like not a lot of motion blur. So it kind of keeps you on your toes. You got like motion blur. Well, maybe let's go further up. A little further. Yeah, here, there's like right here, it's like motion blur, motion blur, motion blur, no motion blur, impact. Like that's all right, my audio died for a second. I think my camera died again, but you can still hear me, so maybe we just go without the camera for a little bit. Let me know if the audio is still good right now. Okay, the audio is still fine. So we're just gonna go without a camera for a bit. Really sorry about that, guys. But we're just gonna, I want to showcase your edits here, and it's working like this, so we're just gonna do it. But yeah, man, like it's clear that you got a ton of coverage from like different events too. Like just going through this, like this is a football training thing, or like maybe basketball team training on grass for some reason. And then you got like hockey and boxing, and you had like some CEBL basketball in here, and you had some high school basketball in here, and then you had like some like Canadian college football. Like you really just went everywhere and filmed everything. And like what's this, like OHL, no, used like university hockey, and then like NCAA Division I basketball. Like where are you filming all this stuff? Yeah, man. Anyways, man, I'm not gonna go on forever, but great job. I loved it. Just so good. All right, and the camera's back. There we go. Okay. I'm going to have to figure out a solution to make my camera not overheat when we do this type of stuff, because this has been a little bit frustrating. But, you know, we're rolling through it. We're doing okay. So we're fine. Literally filmed anything I thought would be good for the demo reel I filmed. Yep, that's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. All right, we just got Jaden Driscoll sent in a sports video. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, also, guys, when you send your videos in, please send your videos in with your Instagram handle, or if you're in the chat while we're watching your stuff, drop your Instagram in the chat so everyone can go follow you and check out your stuff. So anyways, Jaden Driscoll says, "Hey Peter, there's a video I did for my school's basketball team. I'm new to videography and trying to find out how to use effects and sound design. Thank you." Cool. And it is a 50-second long vertical video, which we love. Let's get it.
She about to fly me no winds, cat. She about to take me no winds, cat. Nigga can't even see me on winds, cat. She about to fly nigga winds, cat. She about to fly me no way out of here.
Okay.
She about to fly nigga can't even see me on way out of here. I'm too far in the sky. Heard me, it's ash for the dump, my ash. Bitch so pretty, little better than Cassie. Puffin' on Zooters and she calling me daddy. Walking on shit, turn it up and not gassy. Came out the gutter, they ain't never me the swagger. Secure the bag, got a bitch, I'm a bagger. Turning it up, gotta make sure she good. Park a 2 mil in the middle of my hood. Drinking the mud I made out of the sewer. Chrome heart accessories, whatever, I'm good. A lot of these niggas, they looking the same. They copy my lingo, they biting my chain. Championship, Rangers gon' empty shit. Big breaker nature, to look at the kid. Dirty the fountain, but make it in Canada, bro. Get this money like.
Okay, cool. Thank you for sending that in. Again, drop your Instagram in the description so that we can show you some love. Cool, and so let's go through this one. So we got the intro shot to the start, which is definitely a good way to start us off. I didn't think the shot was bad. Like, I actually liked the intro shot, and I think it was from a cool angle. We just didn't need to see it 5 times, but so like just get you moving into the edit, just like give us like one intro shot and then bump us into the video. But the actual shot was cool. And how far do we have to go through here? It's 15 seconds. Yeah, see what I mean? Now we're at 18 seconds and we're just getting to the action. So there's the thing. But no, the actual footage looked good. Like, I think you did a good job of tracking the ball. There's a prime example, right as I say it, right into the net. So for someone who's new to videography, that's really nice. And especially to be able to keep the ball tracked on a vertical video like this is awesome. I made a point earlier in this video earlier in this stream about people doing vertical videos that were longer than 50 seconds, and this was not. So that's very cool. This shot, where was it? It's right here. I thought this was really nice. Like, you have the nice depth of field behind the player, and he's like framed up really well, which is cool. We didn't need to necessarily see another layer from the same angle right after. So I guess the message I'm really trying to get to in this entire thing is like, condense it. But like, it looks good and it's an appropriate length. Now, I am curious about one thing in this video. The quality is only max 720p. So maybe you exported this incorrectly so that it's only 720p. Or maybe it was like an upload thing, or maybe it's my internet connection right now. I don't know. But if you can somehow get this to be like uploaded in full HD, that would really help. Because I know, like, I can see like the footage is like good quality, and it's just playing back in 720p, which is disappointing. Oh, we got a question. Okay. Well, anyway, thank you for submitting. Much appreciated, man. We got a question, so let's check that out. What do we have here? Alex West says, what's a camera under like $2,500 that you recommend for a beginner trying to get into sports videography? Yeah, A7 IV is a great one. I definitely think the A7 IV is a good option. Let me just make sure it's under $2,500. It's $2,500 on the dot. Yeah, I'm just gonna say the A7 IV then. And yes, everyone, please go through the proper means of submitting videos rather than dropping them in the chat, because it's hard to it's hard for me to click into the chat. Whereas like if I have them all in one place in my email inbox, then I can go through them now, and also if they don't make it into this live stream, then I can possibly use them in videos later that I do. So it gives me like a better chance of actually featuring your video, which is great. So please go through the proper methods. I will drop the email in the chat again. There we go, in case anyone wants it. But yeah, the A7 IV is a great camera for $2,500. It was like my A cam for the full first year I shot for the CFL, and I shot tons of stuff with it. Like, it was so good. So I would be super, super confident using that. And if you want like under $2,500, not like $24,098, then like, if you don't need 10-bit color, the A7 III is still a really good option if you're like insistent on having full frame. If you're okay with crop sensor, then the FX30 is great. I just think it's like such a good camera. It's basically an FX3 with a crop sensor in it, 4K 120, 10-bit color, like compatible with the Sony XLR top handle. Like, it's great. It's an awesome camera. It's fantastic. So yeah, FX30 is a great option as well. Yeah, Nick, everything Nick did, which was awesome. A7 IV and more than viable is absolutely correct. Okay, let's check out another video. Sorry guys, my dog's bothering me for a bit of attention. Gonna get... There you are. And what lens would you suggest for the A7 IV for basketball recording? Like, I think that 70-200 is great for basketball, so you could do something like the 70-200 f4 macro or even the first 70-200 f4. Also, if you want like just like a really good option for everything, like the only lens you have to put in your kit type of thing, then the Tamron 35-150, yep, just got dropped in the chat. Tamron 35-150 is awesome. It's probably my favorite lens right now. I just bring it with me everywhere because the focal range is so versatile, and it's basically like a 35mm prime and then a 35-150 f2.8, but in one package. So that kind of justifies the price to me and makes it worth it. So one of those two. And if you're looking for like a really budget option and you have a crop sensor camera, then I think Sony has an 18-105mm f4 that's under $1,000, or the Tamron 28-75 is a good option, as Nick has said in the chat. Yeah, 35-150 most used by far. That's a super solid lens. Here's my first basketball video yesterday, editing it right now. Done a few for soccer, but basketball is a whole new ball game, literally. That's from Cooper Schwartz. Okay. Did you submit that video, or? I don't think so. Okay. We got a video here, though. Oh, this is going to be a nickname. I'm not going to get this last name right. Christian Nojokaitis. Oh, man. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Anyways. Hey, Peter. I made this video for a client who would like your opinion. I tend to put a lot of work in the first half of the video, then get drained by the end. Any recommendations would be great. P.S. Could have copyrighted music. They kind of all have copyrighted music. No copyrighted music would be great, but I'm not counting on that. And this one is on Instagram, which is perfect because your Instagram will already be linked. All right, let's check this out.
I didn't have no money and I couldn't find out what's the reason. Now that hoe back on my team, cause my neck wet like a squeeze. We serve them packs in the net, we get them racks like Serena.
This footage is so clean.
Yeah, the sun out, so my boys gonna trap today. When you get money every day like Saturday. Niggas lying, yeah, you stuck with a capital. Niggas ratting, they get hit with the map.
Yeah, this footage is so clean.
The G6, I'm in my happy place. She was tripping, had to ask her what pick you take. I can make your little bitch just wanna percolate. Sex first, then we can have an after date. Gave me head to my shit, I'm decapitate. Look me in my eye and do I'm that nasty face. Make it rain in the club like a nasty day. Told him that I'm coming, no ejaculate. Pastry, pocket boy, you not having kids. Fuck that overcoat and I swear your jacket late. Bro just made his money back off a half a plate. Roll the coke for 20,000, that's me sucking my dick right on her knees. Her mama busted, she said,
The music choice was special for a live stream. That's okay. But but the footage was super clean. Let's see, yeah, let's replay this with no audio. The flashing at the start is obviously like a super good way to pull me in. Just like fast clip, flash, fast clip, flash, fast clip, flash. Super enticing way to pull me in. And you've done a lot of match cutting here. So just there you had like a video of someone dribbling, then another video of a guy dribbling in like the same motion. And it just goes kind of cutting those like similar actions together quickly, which is really good. So I really liked that. I found that it kept the video engaging throughout. This cutting away to the coach is really nice as well, just to give me some more perspective on the game. And just like it really makes me feel more like I'm actually there, which is really cool. Now, what did you guys think though? Let me know what you thought about this one. From cnow.prod on Instagram. So go check him out if you like it. Yeah, you did a good job of like kind of hiding some like, what am I trying to say here? I wish I could go back and show it to you guys. But like you showed an action and the end of the action was maybe not good, but the start of the shot was good. So then you flashed and showed me a good like end shot. So like you have someone dribbling in and maybe they missed the shot, but you framed it up really well. So you show that and then you flash and then you show a dunk or something. And it makes the whole video like go together more cohesively, makes the player look more sick. Clear beginning, middle, end with like the really flashy intro and then the handshake line at the end. So overall I thought it was really good. And yeah, I agree, I like the colors. The colors were really, really nice. So that was really cool. And yeah, man, thank you for sending it in. Alright, let's pick another one. All right, what we got here? Eli, you resent yours an Instagram link to make it easier. Cool. Well, let's do it. Hey, Peter, I had to email my video because I thought it'd be easier to view as an Instagram link. I'm a creative at Appalachian State. This is a little video I made earlier in the season a while back. Would love for you to watch it on stream. Let's get it. Just sent mine through Insta. Hannah O. Where's your... Hannah, where's yours? If you can... Hannah, I'm going to drop my email for these videos in the chat. If you can please send your video to the email, that would be awesome. Because I have that up right now and I'm pulling everything from there. But we're going to watch Eli's video. Yeah, the music was wild. All right. Yeah, Eli, let's get into your video, man. I'll load this up right here. Hey, take it easy. We're on stream right now. All right, I think I'm going to mute my mic for this one. We're just going to watch it, then I'll talk about it after because my dog's barking. Man, that was so sick. And yes, Brandon in the chat. Yeah, we're just doing like a sports videographer reacts live, and I'm also answering your questions in real time. But yeah, that video went crazy. Let's watch it back from the start. Just like this with no audio. Yeah, the backflip in warm-ups was so sick. This shot is so cool, man. Run-out shots are like one of my favorite shots to get in football videos. And this is like so good. The smoke and the depth of field. I'm assuming you shot that on a gimbal. It just looks so sick. Obviously, this is super cool. So obviously, it takes a lot of time to do that rotoscope and stuff, but man, it's so worth it. Oh, my audio's not good. Let me fix that. Sorry, guys. There we go. That should fix the echo. I'm pretty sure I figured out what the source of it was. It just happens sometimes, but that should fix it. Fix it up. No, but the footage looks so clean. I love how you've tracked the action really well. You got shots that are really tight. You got shots that are a little bit wider. You've kind of stuck with that rotoscoping like duplicate effect as well, which is really cool in my opinion. Yeah, some of the comments here say like unreal, and like yeah, this really is unreal. Like it's so good. And then the text at the end, where you were like, yeah, this, and like putting the text on the screen, just so clean. Yeah, I love it, man. Eli, you killed that. I'm assuming that you're a student at App State, and that's why you get access to this, but man, they got to be paying you for stuff like that. It's Olu and Trey Thomas. Both sent yours in earlier. Hope you get a chance to check it out. Yeah, man, let's get to them right now. Eli, you're a freshman. Man, you got 4 years of free work for App State? No way. They gotta be. I know you're a student, but they gotta be paying you. Craziness, man. Okay, so we got, who do we have here? We got Olu and then Trey, and then let's do Isaiah. Okay. Olu, I'm not seeing, oh, there it is, Olu Vision Media. Okay, okay, we got it. Olu says, hey Peter, this is my sports reel for 2023. It was shot on the Sony a7 IV with the Tamron 70 to 180. Let me know what you think. Love your videos. And it's on YouTube. Cool. Let's pause that and restart it. All right, Olu, drop your Instagram in the chat and let's watch your video. The strong sound design already, loving it.
Matches, only one sub, we had a 0-0.
Man, this footage looks super clean. And the commentary audio too. Love it.
Run up here. Michael gets a hand to it, but just can't get it under control. And just like that, Simcoe, 3 games, they're 2-3.
Yeah, this footage looks so nice. Oh, that's a great shot. I don't think this is working. Yeah, this is so frustrating. My camera just died again. Yeah. Oh man, I'm really sorry about this, guys. This has been, I gotta do a little bit to optimize my streaming setup here to make it a little better for you guys. Yeah, let me see why. Like I'm running. Here, do you hear the video now? No. Okay, there's no reason why you shouldn't hear the video because I'm running it. Like I'm running the audio into my into like an audio interface, and it should be coming through. Okay, I don't want to end the stream because of technical issues before we get to the end of this video. So let me go on. Let me take a couple minutes and fix the audio, and then we'll come back. Okay? Thank you guys. So sorry about that. Test, test, test. Can you guys hear me? Yeah? Maybe. I think we're back on the road here. We're good? Cool. Okay, so the deal was I was running everything into the A7 IV before, and it was causing me issues because the A7 IV would like just constantly overheat and then ruin all my audio, and I'd have to like try to fix everything. So I've swapped to the FX30, which has a built-in fan, and I've put a V-mount battery in so that we can hopefully run this essentially indefinitely. And I'm really, really hoping this works. It might be a little quiet. I probably need to turn up. You know what? This is a quiet microphone. I might just need to turn up the audio recording level in camera. Yeah. Okay. There we go. How are we feeling? Is that good? Yeah, okay. I think that's gonna be a lot better for us. Okay. Thank God no cameras, because I don't know anything about live streaming, and it's really showing today. Okay, we're good. We're good. No, we were in the middle of watching Olu's demo reel, and we completely got sidetracked from that. So we are going to go back to that right now.
Run up here. Michael gets a hand to it, but just can't get it under control. And just like that.
I can't remember what exactly we've watched, but let me know if there's anything here that we've watched already. Oh. Thank you. Forgot to change the scene. Going back a little bit. Go from here. There we go. You haven't seen any of it. Okay. You haven't seen any of it. Then we're watching Olu's video from the start. Yes, Fish Visions, please send your video in. Here we go. I like the sound design.
15 matches, only one sub out of 0-0. You're trying to change the way that does so. It is Kevin Santos.
Very clean footage.
Run up here. Michael gets a hand to it, but just can't get it.
All right, guys, how we doing? I'm gonna do like, if we're working now. If we're working now, I'm gonna do like one more video. And oh jeez, let's get this straight. I'm gonna react to like one more video here. And then we're gonna call it, because I've become a little bit frustrated with all these technical issues, and I just feel like I was not necessarily prepared for this. Oh, we got a question here. What's this? Soy Sauce 213. Hey Peter, advice for a high school senior looking to join a sports creative team while in college next year. Wanting to step off on the right foot and make a good first impression. Thanks. Yeah, whichever college you're going to, I would suggest just like reaching out to like they should have like some sort of like media, like athletic media department, something of that nature. There should be like a content manager, like a media manager, community relations, anything like that for your school's athletic department when you go. I was just reaching out to them. A lot of the times you'll also get schools that like will post looking for interns for their athletic departments. And if that doesn't work, you can even try reaching out to individual coaches for teams to get things off on the right foot and hopefully make some connections with some teams and start filming some media for them. So I would try all of that stuff when you go to college next year. Yeah, everyone in the chat got you. Okay. Alright, I can't remember whose we said we were doing next. I've seen Hannah active in the chat. Let's do that one. Hannah says, his videos from a few months ago, but I've since gotten into college. It's been hard to get credentials to shoot anything, but I'm working on it and trying to improve my editing skills from watching your videos. I'm shooting on a Nikon Z6 II and believe this was with the Nikon 70-200 lens. Love everything you do. Shot by Hannah O on Instagram. Cool. Let me get this up here. Let's get it going.
Okay. Demon just got out of can. I gave my bro an advance. Love is just not in my plans. Not even taking a chance. Studio right in my yacht. I'm doing 10 in a week. How long I been on the street? Dream about work in my sleep. Okay. I got a lock on the streets. Shout out to T the 3. And he brought it in cause of me. You don't know nothing about me. Life of my brothers is deep. Long as they all on their feet. Long as they pockets is grease. I'm in a penthouse, but still nothing is sweet. Okay. Demon just got out of can.
All right, cool. Nice fast-paced edit. You started this off with like a lot of fan shots. I like the cuts to black. I have to address it because it like slapped me in the face around the ears right when we started. But wow, that music was loud. But no, I love the fan shots. Like packed venue is awesome. And like you're shooting stuff across the court, you're shooting stuff from the baseline, you're getting shots of the fans going crazy and good cutaway shots and good B-roll. And you're showing almost as much fan footage as you are actual game footage, which I think is really smart and a good way to keep people engaged. And now the video has looped and I didn't even really realize it. So that's definitely a good thing. When you can like get the video to like loop a little bit and just kind of like, it keeps me engaged. Like I was more tempted to watch the video over like a couple times if it just like loops seamlessly, and your video did loop seamlessly, which is great. So I know you said that you're kind of finding it difficult to like find things to shoot that are worth shooting, I think you said, but like this seemed worth shooting. I like high school sports. I think they're a lot of fun and you did a good job with it. What are you saying in the chat? The music is off Insta. Music is so hard. Yeah, music can be tough sometimes, especially when you're just ripping it off of Insta. So I feel you on that. But no, you did a good job. Don't worry about it. And like, yeah, like go shoot whatever you can because you're doing a good job with it and you're making it look really good. Okay, let's do another one here. We just got... Oh, from Cooper. I seen Cooper in the chat. Okay. Cooper. Not the best audio for live streams. I might want to mute, but it's something small that I made with a short time schedule of 2 games. Well, thank you for the heads up. I will mute it, but I appreciate that. Not the biggest fan of it, TBH, but it was my first attempt at a sports video before I even really started watching how to film and edit them. Okay. We're going to mute this, as Cooper suggested here. But let's give it a watch. And you said this is like your first video before you started to film or edit them. Okay. Is it only showing me the Instagram video in like horizontal with a vertical frame around it because I'm watching on desktop, or is that the way it was uploaded? No, this is cool. I like it. You know, let me get some... We should play some music in the background while we're... Or is that not going to work? That's alright. All right, let's pause that before we get an F-bomb in there. No, for a video that's like your first video, essentially, like, there is nothing wrong with that at all. Like, just the fact that you're going out there and, like, shooting and putting together a story that I can understand for your first video, I think is really good. And it shouldn't be understated how hard it is to just, like, go and film a bunch of clips and put them together and put your first piece of work out. And you were saying that this is something that you made before you even started watching how to film and edit games, and it was like your first video. And my first video was not that. So yeah, man, I think you did a pretty good job. No, yeah, for sure there's many things you would change now, and it was long. But like, man, it's your first video. Your first video, the only real expectation is like, put the video out. And like, the fact that the footage was like exposed correctly, and you had a lot of variety in your shots, and you captured audio of a huddle to put it in to tell me the story better. I wasn't doing those things in my very first video. So the fact that you did, like, I think it shows that you just like kind of have a bit of a knack for it, and like the rest of the stuff is going to build. Yeah, in the chat, that was a good first video. Remember that. Trey, I did say I was going to get to yours in the chat here. Where is your video, Trey? Did you email it to me? Where can you submit your videos? Let me send you the link. Sorry, I keep having to type this email in. That's where you guys can send your videos to. Trey, I'm not seeing your video here. Where is the What's your email? Or like, what name would come up? You might need to do someone else's. That's okay. Okay, Trey, I'm sorry, I can't find your video, man. Let me know. We're gonna clean to another one though. So we've got David Bronner baseball submission on Instagram. Let's check this out. Why am I not getting audio for this? Let's watch that again. That was really short.
Here's Tony Kemp now, who's been hot.
I like the photo effects that you did here. Yeah, using those photo effects was really cool. Like, it's just like a quick little thing. You're really just making an edit of one home run. But there's nothing wrong with that because people's attention spans aren't that long anyways. And like, I thought it was cool. You really had like what the broadcast plus 1 or 2 shots to work with to make something engaging. There was the shot of the ball like from the broadcast getting knocked out of the park, and then there was the full shot of him going around the bases. And you managed to just take that one shot and give me like the shot of him running, but then you also gave us the photo effects that were there, and then you did the same thing to make the most of that other shot that you had in the dugout and took something that could have been seen as like, oh, there's no footage here, to make an edit, and turned it into something that's actually like nice and good and watchable. So I thought that was really, really nice. And yeah, shooting for the MLB is obviously sick. Like, that's a great league to shoot for and awesome content. Oh, we got a question in the chat. How often are you live? Yes, so the goal here is to go live on the first Friday of every single month. So the next one, I don't know what the first Friday is of February, but if you're in the chat right now, and technical issues aside from those that we've had today, you've been enjoying it, then my next live, and I know this is a Saturday, but my next live should be on Friday, February 2nd. So if you're liking this one and you want to come back to the next one, we can answer your questions, we can react to videos, whatever you want to do. We'll be back Friday, February 2nd after this one. We're going to keep this going for a little bit longer. Yes, Trey, you said you're resetting your video. Okay, we got it. We got it. Trey, thank you for sending yours in. You said, hey, this is shot on my A66,000, hoping to upgrade to a full frame camera soon. Hope you liked it. And everybody who is in the chat, oh, Trey, can you please send your video through as an Instagram or a YouTube link, not a download? I will get it to it. I saw your email. I know your email now. Send me that video as an Instagram link or as a YouTube link so I can give it a watch. Okay, we've got Jonathan Garcia here. And this one's on Instagram. Let's check it out. This song is tight. I like it.
face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie with cognac. Not what I wear, how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me at the teller, it's not.
How are we doing? Can we hear me? Yeah, can we hear me? Okay, I can hear myself in my headphones, so I think we're good. But yeah, man, I was just saying that, like, you really put together a good beginning, middle, and end here. You got lots of coverage of the stuff. I'm not going to repeat myself too much, but I just think you did, like, a really good job. Okay. Cool, cool. We're back. For the 10th time tonight, we're back. But I think I finally got a hang of this, or we're finally actually live streaming properly for the first time all night, which is fantastic. So we're going to keep this going here. Appreciate you submitting, man. Oh, we got 3 more. Now they're rolling in. Good. Everyone's sending their videos in. Love to see it, man. Love to see it. Thank you all for coming, by the way. I appreciate everyone showing up. I'm always nervous every time I hop on here that no one's going to come to these. Okay. Trey, your video. We got it. Okay, let's watch it. Let's watch it. Here we are. Here it is. We're here. Man, I love a good college ball edit. Oh, that's so good. The sound design when the ball goes in, it's like hyper realistic, and it's so cool to listen to. The sound design is so good.
First of all, you guys, you deserve that. But hey, we got 15. We got to go take them one at a time. One at a time, right? And that's what we got to do. We got to keep getting better. We got to keep getting better. Good guy, man.
Team fan believe on 3. 1, 2, 3. Team fan believe.
Man, that is perfect. Perfect content if you're a fan and want to relive the experience, like the game that your team just had. Like, I feel like most of the videos we get on this channel, the music is like the #1 thing, and it's the loudest part of the audio, and then you have the camera audio and the commentator like secondary to that. But here, if the camera audio and the fans cheering was loudest, and then the embellished sound design, and then the commentator, and then the music was very quiet underneath. But like, if I'm a fan of this team and I want to relive what they did at their game last night, this is the perfect highlight package for me. It was energetic, like I got chills, and it was keeping me engaged the entire time. The footage looked clean. You had lots of different angles. You added camera shake on impactful moments. Nah, man, I just thought it was really good. And then you had like this part right here at the end where the teams are like, they're talking to the camera, and you got like the W's, and then you have the coach talking after the game to like kind of give fans an inside perspective on what this team is going through and their mentality right now. It was just really well done. Like, it's one of my favorite videos that we've watched so far tonight. I think you did a really good job, man. I'm happy we were able to finally get this sent to me, because I really liked it. All right. It was a rivalry game, so I wanted it to feel like there were fans there. Oh, there definitely was. Isaiah Cabin. I resent mine. I think you can check it out. Yeah, man. Where is it? Oh, I got it. Okay. Okay. Isaiah, here's your video. Yo, Peter, this is a video I made for a local football team. Let me know what you think. I shot it on a $500 camera, and I'm looking to upgrade soon. Thank you for all your great content. Yeah, Trey, drop the Insta, man. Drop the Insta. That was awesome. Okay, Isaiah, we got a 1 minute long football video coming right up.
This ain't got nothing to do with the naysayers, the unbelievers, the haters, the doubters. This is about us. When we started this journey, we told you it was going to be trying, it was going to be tough, but you endured because it's about us. That man next to you is a miracle. That man next to you is a believer. That man next to you is a go-getter. That man next to you is a dog. That man next to you is somebody who won't respect. That man next to you is somebody who believes. That man.
Where did you get this audio? It's really good to set the scene. Right on the beat head. Nice. Man, I can't believe you shot this on a $500 camera, because like you can tell from looking at the footage that it's a $500 camera, but you're telling me a really good story. Yeah.
This is about us.
I think that just speaks to like what you can do with a camera that isn't necessarily insanely expensive, because like you shot it with a $500 camera, but the story was all there. And like I really loved that you drove this video with the audio at the start. I don't know if that was audio that you got from like an actual coach talking pregame, or if you had to like get that audio from somewhere else and like just make it work with this. But that audio at the start gave me the whole story without the visuals needing to be like cinema quality necessarily, like using a beginner camera. And that's what you want to see from something like that. There was one thing that you did that I really liked. Where was it? I want to play it again. I think, was this it? No. It was right here. Yeah, so this hurdle shot. There was something here I thought was funny. Let me turn this down a little. So he runs, he jumps over the hurdle, it's slow motion, and then like right here it goes out of focus. But you got the action of him jumping over the hurdle, and then before you can like go on any further and like continue showing me the out of focus shot, you just cut away to a different shot of a player running, which was a really clean cut, because you have the player falling and making a cut on action, and then you have a tight shot, which from a very different angle, but it's still a player making a cut on action, and you're cutting away from a shot that goes out of focus to a shot that's very much in focus and coming right at you. So you show me an engaging play, and then before the shot gets like unengaging or bad, you just give me a different shot that's also super engaging, and I found you did that a lot this video. Yeah, and this is a great catch. Like, good job tracking the ball there. Always nice when people play to the camera, and then a nice trophy shot to finish it off. A very satisfying ending. So thank you for sending that in. I really enjoyed that. No, you did a really good job with that, man. All right, Hugo. Let's check this video out, man. Hugo says, "Hey Peter." Oh, and again, Isaiah, drop your Instagram in the chat. Everyone who video gets reacted to on stream, please drop your Instagram in the chat. Hugo, "Hey Peter, sorry I didn't know which info we should give you." No, it's all good, man. Here's my video. I started filming sports this summer, mostly automotive sports. This video was my first time shooting a small camp in East France on my A7C with a Tamron 28 to 75. I played football a lot, but this was my first time filming, and to be honest, it was hard. Didn't know what to do and was a bit shy, like I wasn't supposed to be there, but now you can only improve. Yeah, you can only improve. Don't worry, man. We've all been there. When you're in a new environment, it can be difficult to like not be a little bit a bit of a fly on the wall and a little bit unsure sometimes. And I even feel that too sometimes when I get thrown into a new environment. But don't worry about it too much. Like, I'm sure your video is just fine. And let's give it a watch.
You all know me and Drizzy, this shit like the Super Bowl. Man, this shit done it big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the Super Bowl, but the difference is it's just two guys playing shit that they did in the studio. Niggas usually send their verses back to me and they be terrible, just like a numero. You and know me and Drizzy, this shit like the Super Bowl. Man.
Yeah. You got nothing to worry about, man. For just a video where you're starting out, you're grabbing a couple clean highlights and just cutting them all together and making them look cool. I don't think there was a problem here at all. You're doing a good job tracking action in shots like this where you have the guy beating his defender. And like for a simple workout video where you're just capturing clean footage, giving people the vibe of like this training day, this is like a nice recap for the players and people who are invested in them. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this. Like, I would say don't be afraid to just like go places, get different shots. If it's your first time and like maybe you feel like you can't go places, but like, man, just go get a shot like within reason. And if you're in the wrong place, just apologize and don't do it again. But no, you've done a good job tracking the ball here. I'd maybe try to shoot some of these a little bit wider, just so when you're cutting for vertical, I can see more of the action around. I feel like for vertical, you want that wider perspective sometimes. But no, it's cool. It's a solid, yeah, it's a solid IG reel. It's a solid IG reel. Okay, let's do, what time is it? It's 8:55 right now. Let's do like one or two more. Let's do one or two more. All right, we've got Gavin Bearden here. Oh, Ryan sent through a video earlier in the stream. If you could check it out, that would be great. And we got a wrestling edit. There's a bunch of stuff in here. Okay, let's keep going. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. I'm gonna go until I inevitably run into a technical issue again. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. We've had like a good 45 minutes here, or 30 minutes, without running into a technical issue, which is awesome. But if I run into another terrible technical issue, we're just gonna call it. But right now, everything's going great. So we're watching Gavin's video. Gavin says, "Hey Peter, I just started doing video. I've been doing photography for about a year, and I'm currently an intern with VCU. That's during my senior year. You're an intern with VCU during your senior year of high school. Okay, sure. I've made 2 videos so far. Would love some advice. They're more chill, and currently making my first hype video. All right, let's check it out. Oh, you've just sent me a link to your Instagram profile. Okay, I'm clicking on the first video on your profile, and we're watching it." Okay, here we go. We'll just move that over there. There we go. All right. I like the reaction of the guy going like 1, 2. And the minimalist sound design is fun. It seems like an intentional choice that I'm vibing with. Cool, man. Yeah, that's a solid IG reel, clean looking footage. I feel like you purposely went with like a really minimalist sound design look, like just hearing the dribbles and nothing else. Not really giving me much on the dunk, but giving me like lots of sound effect in and around it, which is cool. That reaction shot was great. You gotta love a good reaction shot like that. Obviously, great action on the dunk. Slow it down to give me some anticipation, then speed it up right as the fast action happens. So that was awesome. Yeah, I think that you just made a really solid Instagram reel with some really clean looking footage. And I liked it. I can't wait to see what you do with VCU. I didn't see any videos from VCU on your profile yet, but you're going to have to resubmit to me when you start making some hype videos for VCU so that I can check them out, because I do really want to see those. Okay, someone said they had a wrestling edit. We're going to check that out. And then Ryan sent one in earlier in the stream. He wants that checked out as well. Ryan Bassett, here it is. And then where's the wrestling edit? We're going to do that one next. I'm going to find it. It's called Wrestling Video. Here it is, Wrestling Academy edit. Okay, so let's do Ryan's first live stream video reaction edit for a football reel, and then we're going to do the wrestling video. Ryan says, hey, hope you're doing well. Here's a link to a short football reel that I made. It's an Instagram link if that works. And I'm a creative content assistant for athletics at the school as well as a student. Cool. All right, let's check this out.
I love you guys.
Man, this footage already looks so clean. I love these establishment shots.
Execute the plan with love, with strain for the guy next to you, for everybody in this room.
Oh, that's so clean. The run-out shot with the wide angle lens was so good.
The deflection. J-Ron Morris, the 66-yard house calls.
I really appreciate everybody on the part turn team, on the posse team. We home.
I don't really talk too much.
Great ball tracking.
So I really love y'all boys,
Great
man.
ball
Since
tracking.
I came here,
That range shot
January,
was so
man,
nice.
y'all welcome me in open arms. You know, I just happy to have an opportunity to play with y'all each and every day.
Man, that was so good. This girl right here says you're making movies, bro. And man, you really are. That is so clean. I love that you just picked like a chill, like violin, quiet song, and then just grabbed a bunch of like clips of guys actually talking and kind of used it as like good background email and just let the visuals really lead this, because the visuals that you captured here are really, really good. Like there was shots in the rain. There's this shot right here of these guys talking with great shallow depth of field. There's this ball tracking shot right here and a great one-handed catch. This shot is unbelievable. And you just had so much and you really let it shine. You clearly filmed a lot of games here to make this good. I'm seeing them face a bunch of different teams and a bunch of different environments. And I think that the amount of coverage and the amount of time you put into capturing this stuff while also being a student really like gave you the ability to make something great because you had so much to work with. Yeah, that was just really, really good, man. Keep doing your thing. You're only going to get better, which is scary. And it's already fantastic. Okay, now we had a wrestling vid. There it is. Okay, let's get into this. If you wouldn't mind, what's the worst part of the video? I have to watch it again. Okay. What's the worst part of the video? Okay. Yeah, I can definitely let you know. I didn't really think much about it. Let me give it another look here. Here, guys, in the chat, Ryan has asked what's the worst part of the video. And I don't like taking a negative approach to these things, but if you see any constructive criticism you may want to offer, maybe we can figure this out together, because I actually just really loved it. You're testing me, man. You're testing me, Ryan. Can I say that you should have uploaded it to YouTube because it's vertical? I mean, because it's horizontal? If you really want, if you want me to be like really nitpick you, I think that the color grading isn't always like the most consistent throughout every single shot. Some shots have more contrast and some have less contrast. But like you've like, yeah. So yeah, color grading maybe like a little bit more vibrance. Maybe like the contrast could be more even throughout different shots. If we're gonna really get into the nitty gritty here. Because there's shots like this at the start that are very vibrant, and then there's other shots where it seems like very desaturated. Yeah, there's a couple of shots where the camera's like a little shaky, but it's because guys are like running at you and you have to move out of the way, so I didn't really want to tear you apart for that. That seems like not valid. I don't know, man. Like it's pretty objectively good. It's pretty objectively good. Okay. Now that wrestling edit, and then McDuffie Media's being in the chat asking me to get to his video, and I'm gonna find that as well in here. Where is McDuffie Media? Can you give me your name so I can find it on email? Okay, school wrestling edit. We said we were gonna do that. So this is from DR Effects. Hey Peter, I recently started videography 4 months ago and found out that my school had a huge wrestling event coming up and decided to take advantage of the opportunity to make them an edit. This is filmed on a Sony a6400 and edited on my phone in CapCut. All right. Love your content too. Edited in CapCut, started 4 months ago at his first big event. Let's see what you got going on. I like the shaking on the beach. That's fun. This is fun. Did anyone know wrestling could be so hype? I didn't even know there were wrestling events where people went this crazy for it. Yeah, good energy. I don't know how in CapCut you managed to get all these shaking effects, and then you had like that burn, like wipe transition that kept happening. I don't know how you got that in CapCut, but the editing was like really well paced to the video. Like how, I don't know, I have no idea how you do that in CapCut. And like your cuts were really like just well timed, and you did a good job cutting back and forth between like action shot, fan shot, establishing shot, and I was legitimately very engaged the entire time. So your editing skills for 4 months, especially this shot right here, your editing skills for 4 months are really great. I would say that as far as filming goes, some of these shots have like that weird like floaty gimbal thing, almost looking like they had like a bad warp stabilizer on them. So I'd maybe try to like for shots like those intro shots where you have like some movement happening and the movement is maybe looking a little wonky or a little warpy, maybe just like use a tripod or try doing like a slow pan in slow motion or something in like 60 or 120 frames per second. But man, we're talking about someone who's been filming for 4 months. That's like no time. 4 months? And you have like this knack for editing, like you cut videos at this pace to music like this. It's great. And like, it's only gonna get better. No, man, that's great. That makes me want to go film wrestling. I don't know where wrestling is around here in Toronto, but I want to go film it now. Nah, you did great. Thank you for sending that in, man. Who did we have? Someone was wanting me to get to theirs. Oh, Someone said, did you mention what's your favorite lens? I believe I did. Well, I can just tell you. My favorite lens right now that I've like really been enjoying is the Tamron 35 to 150. I've really been liking that lens. It's so versatile. I made this point earlier with the live stream, but I'll make it again. I feel like the Tamron 35 to 150 is like, it's a 35 f2 prime, and then it's also like a mid to telephoto range zoom lens that's f2.8 throughout. And it's more expensive, but it's that expensive because you're getting essentially 2 good lenses in one. So that's been my favorite lens for a while. I've been using it for like everything. I think a lot of people since that lens has come out have been using it for everything. And the Tamron 28 to 75, I just haven't been using as much at all. 35 150 or combo of 28 to 75, 70 to 180. See, again, I'm going to say 35 to 150 because if you do a combo of the 28 to 75 and the 70 to 180, now you need to be like, you need to carry 2 cameras on you, with one with each lens, or you need to be switching lenses from like one to the other, and it just makes your whole shoot day harder. 35 to 150, yeah, you're losing 7 millimeters on the end and you're losing 30 millimeters on the other end, but like, you just need to carry one lens with you and it does everything. And the build quality on it's really good. Like, sure, it's heavier, but it's one lens. So yeah, like for that type of dilemma right there is exactly why I love the 35 to 150 right now. It can make your camera bag smaller and lighter, and it gives you everything you need in one lens. So that's, look, no one's telling me to say anything, but like, that's why I like that lens a lot. Okay, let's get into more of these. We got TJ Edmondson stream reaction. Can you check this out for stream? Thank you. And his Instagram is Edmondson Media. TJ, if you're in the chat right now, you can drop your Instagram. And everyone whose video I end up showing on the stream, when I'm showing your video, when I'm talking about your video, please drop your Instagram in the chat. Just like how I'm going to drop the email where you can submit your videos in the chat if you would like to do so. Let's check it out. Oh, we got a Cotton Bowl video. TJ coming through the with the Cotton Bowl video. And okay, McDuffie Media. Mine's under Brody McD Photography. Cool. Got you. I'll get yours next. Let's watch this Cotton Bowl video from TJ, and then we're gonna get into McDuffie Media right after that. Yeah, I'll turn the music down a little bit. There we go.
Let's talk about the Cotton Bowl real quick, because this is Missouri against the Buckeyes.
What a huge opportunity for Missouri. What a humongous opportunity.
Defensively, the Buckeyes have been lights out, so this is a big-time opportunity for them to still kind of showcase that.
I like the glow effect that you're doing here.
Ohio State,
the glow
man, this
effect
is a
really
game
cool.
for them where they can remind the entire country who they are.
And the dialogue to like really set the scene here, specifically talking to both teams.
Cap off a special season. I think you could honestly argue this is the best bowl game of bowl season. Tigers and Buckeyes set to do battle in what should be an absolute classic.
Let's talk.
Chills, man. Chills. That was 19 years old from Minnesota. Wow, man. That is a beautiful video to set the scene. All of these establishing shots are so nice to the point that like I think I'm going to watch this video back to pull inspiration for football establishing shots when I'm shooting like CFL stuff and stuff for my work. And I don't know where you got all the commentary audio from. Maybe that's like pulled from an ESPN thing, but it really helps set the scene for me. Like I don't know anything about the Cotton Bowl, and I didn't know anything about the teams that were playing in it or any of that. And this video, because of all the audio you gave me, got me hyped to like actually watch it. And even just watching it back there, like it looks pretty, but the video doesn't really hit the same without the audio. And when you listen to it with your sound design and with the commentary, it kind of gives you chills for like how just good it is. Oh man, this is so cool. And to be doing stuff like this at 19 years old for like big bowl games, so cool. All right, now we said we're getting into McDuffie Media next. All right, Brody, let's do it. It's a YouTube video, 54 seconds long. We got Lady Panther versus Carol. It's a basketball video.
Sean Khalifa, man.
2 chains. Money's the motivation, money's the conversation. You on vacation, we getting paid, so we on vacation. I did it for the fam. It's whatever we had to do, it's just who I am. Yeah, it's the life I chose. Gunshots in the dark, one eye closed. And we got it cooking like a one-eye stove. You can catch me kissing my girl with both eyes closed. Yeah, perfecting my passion, thanks for asking. Couldn't slow down, so we had to crash it. You use plastic, we bout cash. I see some people ahead that we gon' pass, yeah.
I never fear death or dying. I only fear never trying. I am whatever I am. Oh.
All right, cool. Thank you for sending that in, man. I liked how you had all the establishing shots in slow motion, like the players walking in. You give me a couple flashes of black to give me a few shots quickly, which gets me through the intro nice and fast. And I'm into game action in only 10 seconds, which is really nice. It maybe stays in slow motion a little bit long, but you do speed it up here and there. So I guess that's more of a personal choice. Like maybe like making some shots a little faster than making some shots a little slower and changing the pace on me would be a little bit more engaging. These ISO shots are nice with the shallow depth of field. I think you could expose a little bit lower in camera. Her shoulder here is a bit overexposed, but it's not that bad. And you're still tracking the ball decently. It's just a nice chill little video. I don't know about the 2 change over a high school girls basketball game. It just didn't really do it for me, but more of a, again, more of a personal preference, like the music and stuff. Yeah, I would just keep going, man. Just keep filming stuff. And I think that, like, I don't know if you're capturing audio with the video when you film, but I think just like using your camera audio to incorporate another layer into this and like having smooth ambient audio throughout the video would just give it like another layer when you're a fan watching this as like a recap. But I liked it. It was cool. Just keep doing your thing, man. Marco, I see your comment down there from Munich, Germany. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Okay, we got a couple more here. This one is from Alyssa Kumi. McDuffie Media, the whole idea of using audio from a game is scary. What's scary about it? No, it'll make your videos better, man. I think that type of stuff that you're a little nervous to do, like, it'll add like an extra layer. Like, you gotta just keep pushing it, you know? That's how you get better. Just keep pushing your videos like a little further every single time. Yeah, I think you gotta try it. Give it a try. See how it goes. Using game audio can be really, really good for improving your sports videos. So give it a try. Okay, Alyssa Kumi here says, "Hey Peter, I love your work. Let me know what you think. I'm constantly working on my skills, mainly hired to shoot games and give a short video recap. So that's what we're expecting. Here's a link to a baseball and lacrosse video I did. I'd love to know your thoughts. Baseball and lacrosse in one video. Okay. Let's do it. Cool. I like the split screen effect. I think that's a really effective strategy for these vertical videos.
One shot for the kill, the breeze cut, freeze up, straight dropping the chills. I'm talking, taking over pieces and shares. A bomb big sky high, check the movement is here. Yeah, it's one shot, now the future is yours. Go. Turning dreams into reality. In the lab with the formula and chemistry. Your memories spark and motivate and make the industry shake.
Good ball tracking there. It's so hard to track the ball in lacrosse because of how small it is.
Painting pictures for the culture, keep the brushes fresh. Flip the cover, work the drummer, passion never rests. Freedom is a teacher under pressure, now we blessed. See, I was so good for the go. There's one art, one shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah. It's one art, one shot, now the future is yours. Go!
This might be a really weird initial critique of this video, but it really satisfied like the ADHD part of my brain that just wants to be constantly stimulated and see things all the time. And because you had like the fast shutter and the frantic movement, then you had the black and like the white and red overlays the entire time, which just like gave me something to look at. It's like when people like make TikToks and there's like a video and then below it is Subway Surfers. I feel like I had the lacrosse video and then like the flashing lights to look at, which kept me going. And then the split screen stuff as well. So I had like 3 videos to look at once at sometimes. Made it really good. So I was just like in it the whole time for that. And like you did a really good job tracking the ball. I set it from 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 the ball. All right, how's the audio? Are we good? Let me know in the chat. Good? Yeah, okay. This is really weird. Sometimes the audio is just like messing up and I just like literally turn my camera off and turn it back on and it works again. I don't know what the deal is there, but like that's a problem I can work with and fix. So, whatever. Yeah, the video was good. The video was good. Do not think that your lacrosse video was bad. It was good and I liked it. And don't worry about the length. Yeah, the length was totally fine. Like I said, I was engaged the entire time. You're good. We got 2 more coming in. Cool, cool. All right. Marco, I've been seeing you pop up in the chat. How can I send you a link to watch my video that I took? Here, I'm going to send it to you in the chat right now. You can send your videos to peterwatchmysportsvideo@gmail.com. Anna, I've been seeing you in the chat. You've been asking me. Let me see if I can find your video. Anna, I can't seem to find your video in my email. Maybe resend that one, because I don't see it. I don't see an email from AG Media. Sorry about that. Liam, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm definitely gonna keep going, man. We're not stopping anywhere. All right, Marco, we got your video in. Cool. Let's check this out. And Marco and anyone else in the chat, when we're watching your video on stream, please comment your Instagram so that people can go check you out and follow you and all that good stuff. Oh, we got a soccer video here from Marco. Let's check it out. Cool. I like the Instagram post, like a newspaper clipping.
I know what you say. Say I could have treated you better or whatever, but I don't know. I think I did all right. You know what I'm saying? And you know how you get.
Fuck the other shit, I'm going for the win. Pulled up with that bitch, then pulled off with a friend. How he get that? Just know we got it in. Get my partner 50 Cent. He shot man and man. If it's us versus them, who you think gon' win? If it's us versus them, who you think gon' win? If it's us versus them, who you think gon' win?
Cool. I like this part. This is fun. That was a really fun way to end it. Okay, I'm going to mute that so we don't need to listen to the swearing again. But that was a really fun video, man. I think the intro is really engaging. There's some training clips, and then you showed a clear and distinct switch in the video by switching the music as we transitioned from the training section to the game. It almost felt like it could have been two videos, but I'm okay with it being one. And clearly you're focusing on like this specific player. I don't know if I guess this was like a video specifically for him. But you got a lot of good shots of him while still finding the opportunity to like cut away to the flag and the fans and things of that nature to kind of keep me drawn in. That shot right there where you had the player with the fans in the background is really good. I think anytime when you can show fans anywhere, it's great. I also noticed that the one goal he scored, you didn't get the shot, which is obviously disappointing. But the fact that you like worked in the broadcast video so seamlessly, I actually didn't notice when I was initially watching this video that you missed the goal. I was just really intrigued and I saw the ball go in the net and I was cool with it, and only watching it back now without the audio the second time, I'm seeing that you cut to broadcast for the actual shot of the ball going in when this player scored. And like I said, this shot of the players celebrating with the fans and the raw audio, this just gives you like the raw emotion of being there. And that's really what you want from these types of videos. So I thought that was really well done. All right, guys, I'm sorry about this, but I am losing my voice a little bit. So I'm going to do like one or two more of these. And then at like 9:45 p.m., so in like 20 minutes from now, I'm going to call this. But a reminder to anyone in the chat right now, I am doing these live streams on the first Friday of every month. So the next one is going to be Friday, February 2nd. Please feel free to check it out. And if anyone's popping in here and is here for their first time or hasn't seen my channel before, like, you can go check it out. Everything's like right down there on the bottom of the screen. So by all means, follow up on Instagram and check out the channel for some tutorials. And then, yeah, we're going to do another live stream in about a month from now. So make sure to stay tuned to that. But let's do a couple more here. We got Vince O in the chat. Yeah, Vince, I am seeing yours. I just got the email in. Let's check it out. We got basketball hype video, Big fan. This is a conference rival. Love the energy at the game. Oak Lawn hype video. Let's get it. I'll show you guys in a second when I switch the screen here. Just the first shot's already super clean. There we go.
No friends in the industry, my brothers been my brothers, man. You they no kin to me, a fact. Whoa, yeah, you heard about me, you don't know me more than that. Yeah, I know hey.
The look of a rivalry game is so nice.
Industry, my brothers been my brothers, man. You they no kin to me, a fact. Whoa, I was known for snapping.
Man, those fans are crazy.
Stood on everything I said and never took it back. Whoa, no friends in the industry. I had to draw the line between my brothers and my enemies, a fact. Let us start the beat, don't wanna keep it rap. Yeah, you hit us up and now we owe you something back.
Oh, that's fun. As the music kind of drops and cuts away from the beat, you cut away from the action, then you bring it back when the beat starts again. That's a creative way to use the music. That's awesome. Yeah, man, I do love the energy in this. Yeah, man, I loved the energy. You know what I really like that you did? I'm going to skip forward in the video because I had this thought near the end. But, like, let me try to find the shot. Yeah, here. Filming from, like, an angle like this, when you know that you have, like, a really good crowd with good energy, and there's a bunch of fans, but the fans are only on, like, one side of the stadium, or one side of the gym, then shooting at an angle like this, where you can have the player in the action in the foreground and just fill the background with fans, is just so good, because it really just makes it feel like a full gym and something that you want to watch and something like somewhere where you need to be. And I noticed that you filmed from this angle, and then also, where is it? There was like another angle that I'm not seeing here right now, where the student section was in the background, like I guess this. And like that's what you want to be showing, because the students were hyped for this game. The establishing shots just look clean like at the start. Like your footage just looked good. You mixed up the angles. The audio was great. The crowd was super into it. I thought that it was also, this is the last thing I'm going to say about this. The choice to not film the players when the game finished, but rather focus on the fans storming the court, was also really smart in my opinion, because like every videographer is going to film the game as it ends, right? Like that's like the thing to get. But showing the fans running on the court is probably a shot that nobody else has, and gives me all of the same emotion. Like this gives me everything that seeing the players celebrating gives me. It's the same thing, and then you get your celebration shots afterwards anyways. So like, yeah, I thought that was really smart. And then obviously because it's high school, you have tons of access. So you get into the locker room. Even in this shot, like you framed this. Let me go back a little. Just you smart. I don't know if this was intentional or not, but you smartly framed this so that you had like some of the locker here and some of the locker here, and kind of gave me a frame within a frame with a celebration in the middle of those two like locker bits, which was nice. Yeah, exactly. You were scared to film the fans, but there was two guys at the end who got the blocked shot to finish the game. So yeah, so you got both shots and you can use them both if you need them. But like that's really smart. And like when I'm working and we're shooting with multiple people to put together a video, we'll always have someone who like what you did at the end of your video there, Vince, is just focused on fans and is capturing like those types of secondary shots that maybe you wouldn't think about that much if you're filming with one person. But to have that mentality to sometimes go and film those like secondary shots, even when you're just one person, because you know that like there's other videographers there, if that's the case for you, can be really smart at times. Okay, Anna, I know we've been waiting to watch your video. And you've said you sent it to the right email. So before we wrap this stream up, I want to make sure that we get to yours. All right, got it. All right, Anna. Hey, Peter. My name is Anna Grace, and I'm a junior in high school. I film most of the sports from our high school and make hype videos. The football video is a hype video of our first game in 2023. And if you can watch the volleyball video of my high school team going to state, that would be awesome. Thank you. Okay, let's watch the volleyball video since you've asked.
Girls South Aiken girls volleyball team earned a spot in the Class 4A Upper State Championship.
This year, they return with hopes of making it past and into uncharted territory.
Dominated and swept all 3 sets against Catawba Ridge to punch their ticket to state for the first time since 1988.
Nice. I like that reaction shot right on the, yeah, the reaction shots on the beach are great.
Look at me. Do not settle. Do not get complacent. You fight 1 point at a time. You finish strong, you finish strong.
Yeah, that's smart. The visuals relating to the dialogue as the coach says the speech. That's awesome. I love the show of emotion. You captured it so well. That's a really funny clip to end it on. I really like that. It was very emotion driven, which I think is great. And yeah, I love the song choice as well. Like the emotion that you just showed throughout the video, them reacting to scoring points and the coach's emotion. And then at the end when they're all crying, like, you know, I think anyone can relate to that type of stuff. And giving me the coach's dialogue and all this type of stuff and then ending it with like such a strong emotional moment. Yeah, it really did it for me. I think that maybe it could have been like a little shorter. Like maybe just like not necessarily that like the middle had to be shorter, but just that we could have like got into the action a little faster. Like we could have maybe shown like a 5-second quick montage and then just start me at the part where you have the coach's dialogue. Where was that? Let me get to it for a sec. Yeah, here. So at the 30-second mark here, just like give me like a 5 or 10-second montage of your very best intro stuff and then just start me right here. Because this was really engaging. I didn't necessarily need the 30 seconds before it, and it could have made the video just go a little faster. Oh, we got a couple questions in the chat. Let's get to those. Oh, Anna, thank you for submitting your video. I know that you had to send it to a couple different emails and didn't necessarily get it in the right place the first time, but I appreciate you sending it in. It was really emotion driven, and I just really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. All right, let's do a couple questions. Hey, Peter, in your opinion, what's your favorite place to get music from? Are any of the common places like Artlist, etc.? Yeah, so for my stuff, I do all my YouTube music on MusicBed, actually. And MusicBed is much more expensive if you're doing commercial stuff. but for YouTube, they have a really reasonable plan. And I think it's only like $100 to $200. I'm not going to say prices without actually looking it up. Let me look this up. Yeah, so as an individual YouTube creator with under 250,000 subscribers, you can do unlimited songs for $30 a month on MusicBed, and I've found personally in using them for my videos that their library has been quite good. I think they get significantly more expensive for freelancers and people who are like making client videos. Yeah, you're looking at like $100 a month at that point, which is a bit expensive in my opinion. But then for client work, I like using Artlist actually, which is like the most common one in my opinion. But it's just like Artlist is so cheap, and their library at this point is built up enough that there's like enough music in there. If you're not grabbing a video, or if you're not grabbing audio from Artlist that is like newly released on the platform, then you're probably going to end up with a song that a bunch of people have already used. But if you can like wait and like just like use music off Artlist that's new, then I think that it's a really good place to go. And I've tried other stuff as well, but I've just found that like MusicBed for YouTube and Artlist for client, and then like purchasing one-off songs if I need them is kind of the way to go for me. But if you're freelancing and like you're full-time freelance, I would just buy MusicBed probably. All right, we got more questions and we got more people who want to get to the videos. Guys, I'm really sorry. I'm not going to be able to get to every single video. I'm like losing my voice and I'm out of water. And we've been on and off now for like 3 hours. So I feel like we're wrapping this soon-ish. Yeah. You know what? Give me 1 minute. I'm going to get some water. I'll be back in 5 minutes. All right, we're back. Thank you guys. Yeah, this water bottle is super beat up, but like it literally keeps drinks warm or cold for like 12 hours. Like it's great. Okay, anyway, without further ado, let's get into a couple more because I know more people want their videos reacted to. So we got Double M Visions. You said that you wanted one watched and you sent it in. So this is Double M Visions on Instagram. Let's see what you got going on.
Yeah, I got some evil ways. Even through the glasses, you can see the gaze. To find your way up to the top, gonna be amazed. Volkswagen, the way I'm running Beatles plays. Yeah. And we linking like we free.
I like the color grading on this. Yeah, the colors are just really nice.
I never did the VMAs. I'm not in need of praise. All praise to the born sinners Jesus saves. My brothers running through the six like the Green Berets. Beefing with a block that's 500 feet away. Wheel of Fortune, the way they say they need a K. Nah, I only need a raise. And a safe to stash these Frito-Lays. Times was hard, I watched my mama robbing Paul just to get Peter paid.
And now my paper folded like when teachers don't want classmates to see your grade.
Yeah, it's just so clean.
Poking out this beard, but it's weird cause I feel like I ain't even aged. Y'all seize the rays, feet firmly planted for these precious flowers I've been handed. Watch me beat a vein.
Yeah, I like that a lot. That was really, really nice. Like, it was just really clean stuff. I don't really have much to say other than that it was like just really good and you had lots of action. Like, you're doing a good job of just like covering action from all different parts of the stadium. Like, already said the colors look really nice. I feel like you didn't need the slow motion. You didn't use a whole ton of slow motion except for maybe like on impactful moments like that block, and it wasn't particularly necessary. There maybe have been a couple shots you could have cut out. Like, there was one that was a little out of focus. Just like get rid of, like, don't be afraid, guys. Don't be afraid to just like cut shots out. Like, you can cut things super, super short. There's nothing wrong with 20-30 second edits. This is pretty good. And for players who are like looking to showcase their videos and fans who just want to like see raw highlights of like the game, this is the type of thing you want to see on Instagram. So it's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. It just needs to look clean and essentially show people what they missed, and that's exactly what you're doing. What do we got here? I love the colors on it. To me, this is a terrible way to describe it, but they're like desaturated but also saturated, like very moody type of colors. I don't know how to... That's what I'm saying. That's what I feel. Like, it's not saturated, but the colors all pop. You know what I think it is? We're going back for a second. You know what I think it is? I think that it's the jerseys, like the bright red and the like teal blue of the jerseys that make it pop compared to everything else. And so we just like the colors. Like, the jerseys kind of even match with like the tint of the roof. And then the away team's jerseys match with the red on the wall. And it all just, I don't know if it's even color grading or if it's just the colors in the arena. Probably both. But it's just really satisfying. Oh, you used my LUT. Well, I didn't even know that. So if that's not a testament, then I don't know what is. That's great. Okay. All right, I know I said 9:45, but we're going to do one more. Yeah, Kevin, I was about to do yours. I got yours, and we're going to do it right now. So, Kevin Lubin, love your work. What do you think of this video? By the way, your audio and the mic is acting weird. No, I got that. My audio's been really bad tonight. There's been a ton of technical stuff. I think this is only our second live stream on the channel, and I think that as these live streams go forward, they're only going to get better. And the technical issues should only resolve themselves further. Hopefully. All right. Here we go, Kevin.
You take your foot off the gas, they get back in. You have to keep your foot on the gas. Pass up a good shot for a better shot. Everything that you have has to be left out there. It has to be.
Nice slow motion on the spin there. Using slow motion to place emphasis. Really good. Love that emotion there. Cool, man. You know, I really liked what you did at the start here, where you had the song and then the song cut away and we got the coach's audio and then back to the song and then back to the audio, because it keeps you on your toes a little bit. You can't get too complacent with audio like that. And then you did a good job getting shots from all over. So we have a shot from the baseline there of someone shooting in the corner. We skip forward a little bit. We have baseline, but it's someone shooting from the middle. There was a block you had. Yeah, you have this spin move right here, shooting from the middle of the court down to the far side. And then here, shooting from the middle of the court, but on the other side. So you really like got around the court, and you didn't give me the same angle twice in a row that often. The only thing I'm really going to say is right here, one black frame. Like right, where is it? If you watch back, you can see. Like there's one frame where it just goes to black on your timeline. So watching your video back for like little technical errors like that is important. This emotional shot here when they get the charge and they're all excited about it is great. And then obviously at the end you had a very emotional shot of them celebrating their win. And something like that that gets your blood pumping is what you want to end on, in my opinion. Oh, DR Effects says Premiere Pro or After Effects. Let me finish this up first. But yeah, man, I think you did a really good job with this. Very emotional stuff. Lots of coverage. Really cool, in my opinion. And thank you for submitting it. Alright, guys, I think I'm done with reacting to videos for this one. But don't be afraid of still submitting your videos to the channel. Because anything that you submit to this email now, even if it doesn't make it into this live stream or the live stream replay, I'm still using this email for this reoccurring sports videographer react series on my channel, and I will be looking at these videos to react to in those YouTube videos, which will be published on the channel as like standard videos, not live streams. So feel free anytime to submit your videos to peterwatchmysportsvideo@gmail.com. And what do we have here? DRFX says Premiere Pro or After Effects. Which do you prefer? I think they're both great for different things. They're both fantastic softwares. I'm going to say Premiere Pro just because I use Premiere every single day. And I only really use After Effects when a project like requires After Effects, but I won't use it all the time. Whereas Premiere, like I'm in Premiere every single day without fail. Like 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And it essentially makes me my living. So like Premiere, but they're both fantastic. And the stuff that you can do in After Effects is crazy. Nicholas, beginner question here, but I heard so many times about the A7 IV having a native ISO of 800 and 3200. What about that? What does a native ISO mean? How do you mainly shoot those only those two? Yeah, so a native ISO is the ISO where you're getting the most dynamic range and the least amount of noise in your image. It's the ISO essentially where your sensor performs best. And it's different for every camera, but for the A7 IV, you technically get the best dynamic range, which means the largest amount of information between the point where your highlights are totally white and your darks are totally black, and the least amount of noise in your image as a result at ISO 800 and ISO 3200. And then for cameras like the FX3, you're going to have a native ISO of, or a dual native ISO of 800 and 12,800, which is a crazy range to have to shoot at one of those two ISOs to technically get the best look in your video. But what I like to do to make sure I'm always shooting at my native ISO is use an ND filter. I'll put a variable ND filter on front of my camera and shoot everything at ISO 12,800, like just set it and forget it. And then tweak the exposure of my video using the variable ND. And you can do the same thing filming at ISO 800 or ISO 3200 if you are filming with the A7 IV. And that way you can always shoot at your native ISO. But honestly, sometimes that just doesn't work. And I'll find myself sometimes even shooting at ISOs that aren't my native ISO here and there. So in the A7 IV, maybe sometimes I'll shoot at ISO 1600. I would avoid shooting at like ISO 2500 because that's so close to 32 and it's going to be a lot noisier than ISO 3200. But that's essentially what native ISO is. When you get where you get the most dynamic range and the least noise in your image. Peter, let me know if you ever come to Chicago for some reason. Let me know, I'll get you some pizza. You're the man for doing this. Man, I was actually in Chicago. When was I in Chicago? Like a year and a half ago. I was only in Chicago for like 24 hours, but it was a beautiful city. I did like an architecture river cruise. And I thought it was just like so nice. Went for a walk down, man, what was the street called? The street with all the stores on it. Like, I don't really know. I was only there for a day. But it was so lovely. I would love to make another trip to Chicago. Regarding my experience, do you think it's worth to upgrade to the FX30 or stay at the A6400? I've only had it for 4 months of experience, and it would cost me more money. It would cost me most of the money I've made so far should I buy it. I don't want to tell you, like, what to go spend your money on. That's just really not my place. But I can tell you more about like my beliefs, I guess, or like my theory of when I upgrade my camera gear. So I would say, like, if you've, with the camera you have right now, reached a point where you feel like your experience is maxed out and the only thing restricting you from making better videos is your camera, then I would say go upgrade your camera. But if you feel like there's other things you can do to improve your videos in the edit or with the way you film that aren't necessarily just I need a better camera, then I would do all of those things first and make sure that you're maximizing your own skill, both filming and editing, before you go and get a brand new camera just cause. So self-assessment in that regard, I guess, and then make a decision based on that. And hopefully that helps. Are you doing that river cruise with your fiance soon? Yeah, you'll have a good time. It's a lot of fun. New Heights. What do we have? Thank you for all the information. Recently got an A7 III and the Tamron 28-70. They recommended as well. Oh, yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, I hope those are working out well for you. All right, guys, it's getting pretty late here. And I've had my window open the entire time so my camera doesn't overheat. So I'm really cold and I'm kind of hungry. I'm losing my voice. So we're going to call it here. But, man, thank you, everybody who tuned into the live stream. This is so fun. Like, we got one more question. We're going to do one more question. We got one last minute as I was wrapping up. Okay, one more. I think I'm going into film production major to get a degree in film and gain more opportunities in videography when I graduate. Do you think the experience is more important or a degree? Okay, I think experience is more important than a degree for sure. But I can speak to kind of the school experience and the benefits and the pros and cons of school. I think I have one video on my channel about this where I talked about my experience going through film school. But like, film school is good, not so much for what you learn in the classroom, because I would say that what you learn in the classroom is kind of useless for the most part, unless you're going to like a very technical hands-on college that's teaching you practical skills. But even then, you can learn that online from channels like mine. But film school is really valuable if you are looking to make connections and don't know anybody. Like, the thing that I got the most from film school is meeting other people working in the same direction as me and collaborating on projects and building our portfolios together. And then getting access to shoot for the teams and the events at my school. Like getting to film athletics for my university, which is something that usually only students of the university will get access to. So those are the two main benefits of film school. People have never looked for a degree for me. I don't have a film degree. I dropped out of film school twice because I wanted to get working, and I never actually got a degree in it, and no one has ever checked me. My degree is in something completely different, and no one cares. So don't do film school for the degree because it's not going to help you. Just getting experience is going to help you. But if you think film school would help with that experience, then you can consider it. Is that worth the price of your tuition? Only you will know that based on where you're going to school, what your life situation is, and what tuition costs. But that's my take on it. So hopefully that can help you a little bit. Anyways, guys, everyone have a good night. Thank you so much for coming along. I appreciate you all tuning in. The next live stream is going to be Friday, February 2nd. We're doing these every Friday. Obviously, this was on a Saturday because I had some life stuff come up and had to push it today. But the next one's Friday, February 2nd. Obviously, if you are not following me on Instagram or you're not subscribed to the channel, Make sure to do that type of stuff because I post videography and video editing tips and tutorial videos every Monday, and we got stuff coming out on Instagram all the time if you want to check out my work. I appreciate all of you for tuning in, and until next time, guys, peace out.